Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the Everton News Daily. It's Monday the 21st of May 2018. DC United, they look like they might have jumped the gun. If you go on the MLS Gear website, you will see Wayne Rooney listed as one of the players. So if you want a personalised shirt or whatever, Wayne Rooney is listed as one of the players. Now, as we sit here, we've got no idea whether Wayne Rooney is staying at Everton or going. Obviously, he's been linked with DC United. The contract has apparently been sorted, but he was waiting to see what was happening at Everton. We don't really know any more than that. Wayne's put a nice picture on Instagram today, celebrating the 5th birthday of one of his sons. It looks like he's on holiday. So we're going to have to wait and see, but DC United have decided to jump in there. DC United have been leaking all this story from the start. They have been trying to get as much attention on them as possible. This might be nothing, because all they have to say is, oh, someone pressed the wrong button on the website, we were testing something, like Everton did a few years ago. And that's all they have to do. They just say, well, we need to get things ready just in case, and plausible deniability. But it's got DC United's name back in the spotlight, because their football certainly isn't getting them back in the spotlight, because they are pretty bad as a football team. But they want as much positive publicity as possible before they move into their new stadium. So we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting to see what Wayne Rooney does. Will he come back from holiday and then maybe speak to people at the club, or will he just make that decision outright and go, you know what, might be time to leave Everton Football Club? We will wait and see. World Cup news, it's on the horizon. I believe there's a game of footy beforehand. Baz is shaking his head. There's no game of footy anywhere before the World Cup. Funes Mori has not made the Argentina World Cup squad. Now, after watching them defend against Spain, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Could it get any worse by putting him in? Listen, he's been out injured for the best part of the season, really, hasn't he? Only coming back to start his first game on the last day of the season, and that obviously hasn't been enough to convince their coach that he should get a place. So he will be missing out on the World Cup, which is really sad for him, especially when he's missing out because of an injury that happened, like a year ago. So really bad luck for him. But a player who is going to World Cup, who has been injured, I think this just shows you the differences in the countries they represent, is Gylfi Sigurdsson. He has been confirmed as going to the World Cup. Fantastic for him. He put a video on Instagram, I think it was on Friday, doing some exercises, some movements exercises, kicking a ball. He looks like he's ready to go. Obviously, we looked like we might get him back for the end of the season. We didn't. But fantastic news, you go to the World Cup. Listen, he's got nearly a month till his first game anyway, so plenty of time for him to get back, get himself sorted. Hopefully he will get some games in between so he can be match fit and ready to go for the World Cup. It's going to be the peak of his career, I think. At his age now, his next World Cup, number one, Iceland have got to get there, and number two, he'll be 32 by the time the next World Cup comes. Actually, might be a bit older, because it's going to be played. It's the World Cup after this, a Winter World Cup. Qatar. So if it's still at Qatar,
Won't exist.
He says it won't be. It won't exist.
Well, it will.
Qatar won't exist.
Qatar doesn't. Qatar does. Yeah.
Okay, Qatar won't exist. Qatar's will exist. Hopefully. Mo Besic been on loan at Middlesbrough, and they want to keep him. Obviously, they got knocked out of the playoffs in the first game, so they will be in the Championship next season. They want to keep him. Personally, I think it could be the best thing for him to go and play regular football. Maybe work himself back into the Premier League with Middlesbrough next season. I think it's the right time to leave Everton Football Club. But you tell me what you think in the comments. Is he surplus to requirements at Everton? Let us know. Quincy Promes of Spartak Moscow has been linked with Everton in the past, although I don't think I've ever remember seeing his name once. He said he's ready to leave Spartak Moscow, so there you go. There's the link. He once was linked with Everton. He wants to leave Spartak Moscow. You put it together, it's on the Everton News Daily, because that's what we do. Another player linked with Everton today is Richarlison, who obviously is at Watford, was linked around the same time Marco Silva was linked with moving to Everton. Now there's a possibility Marco Silva could be joining Everton. Just a possibility. That's what we've heard. It's a possibility. Could Richarlison come with him? Would Watford do any business with him, with us, after what's gone on? Would they do business? We're very good at pissing teams off, aren't we, when it comes... Southampton wouldn't do any business. Would Watford do any business? I don't think they would. No, they won't. Take their cars off them. Take it off them. I don't know what you'd have to do. Trademark it or something. It's our song, not yours. Another player who has been linked with us in the past is a Turkish fella called... What's his name, Baz?
Say Ozpan.
Ozzy. Ozpan. Anyway, he's been linked with us in the past, and apparently he's got a clause of £10.5 million to leave Besiktas. I know I'll say Besiktas. I've been saying it enough for the last 6 months. He loves Bezzy. Tosin's Bezzy. Wants to come and play for us. He's a playmaking midfielder. He's got a clause in his contract for £10.5 million. Could that be enough to tempt Everton to go and get him? We don't know, because it's a new brush at Everton Football Club, and the latest odds are Marco Silva is currently the favourite, 1-5 on. But he's 1-5 on, but the second favourite is David Moyes at 6-1, which is unbelievable. He is the second favourite at 6-1. Do people not have imaginations, or is it a done deal? We'll find out hopefully this week if he's coming in. Marco Silva 1-5 on to become the next Everton manager. Are you happy with that? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and on any other story we've discussed today on the Everton News Daily. We'll be back tomorrow. See you then.